Welcome to the Scamly Podcast. It's your boy Reaper Mo 5. And today we got the beautiful, the one and only Miss Kittie Red.
Am.
How you doing, baby?
I'm great.
So like I said off camera, like I've been waiting to do this with you for a long time. So the first question I wanted to ask you was what gave you that name, Kittie Red?
Kitty Red came from like when I was younger, everybody just was like I look like a cat. Like they used to jump and be like, she like Garfield. So when I got older and I had wanted to go turn up in the club one time, they was like, what's your stage name? I was like, she Kitty. And then I was Kitty from
True,
there.
true.
So everybody was like Kitty Cat Girl and Kitty this, Kitty Cat. And then I used to just like wear red hair all the time. All the time. Like I was like, I look good in red. Red was black for me. So I was wearing red all the time. So when I started rapping, I was like, what's my rap name gonna be? I'm like, Kitty Red.
That's
So
hard.
I just was
So
like
why you do the two eyes up there?
two eyes at the end is because it just so you know it's me.
Just unique.
And the eyes is why I'm a cat. You know what I'm
Nah, for sure.
saying?
So I see that you're originally from Indianapolis, of course. You're from the
Yeah.
east side. But
hmm
I noticed in one of your past interviews that you said that you from the Castleton area.
Yep, I'm a suburbs kid.
So like yeah, I never heard
I'm
nobody
a
really like
suburbs kid.
rep Castleton. So like get into that. Like what was your upbringing like? Was it really trenchy or was you really like from like a good family?
I got it. You know, it's two sides of the family. You got your mama side and your daddy side. So on my daddy side, I was the suburbs kid. On my mama side, we was
So
outside.
how
So
was it at mama house? Like
my mama house was still suburban. It was just trenchy suburban. Like it was safe to be, but it was also, my this side of my family was my raw side. So I was just bad. Like I was one of them kids like I want to go to my auntie house so we can go outside and be around the boys and have fun and stuff. So it's like on my mama's side, I was out east. We east side. With my daddy, it was kind of like they both was professional or whatever, but my daddy's side was just he was older, so it was like professional. It was like it was just like your safe haven.
for sure.
My mama was too though, but my daddy was like my safe haven. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like it's some
Pops
suburbs
said Pops
kid.
said a little different.
Yeah.
So where'd you spend the most time at, like growing up?
Everywhere. I did not sit my ass down for
You was on both
Nathaniel.
sides. You was
Yes.
just everywhere.
I was with well growing up I was with my daddy for a lot of my youth because I played basketball and track and my daddy was my coach. So
Yeah, I noticed that you said you liked to dance too before you started doing music. You was big on dancing.
like twerk.
Just so that's what you meant? Not
Nah, like I didn't dance. I was rapping before I danced. I
no,
only
not as far as like stripping, like just like would you just like
No,
a
you
little
talking about
girl?
regular twerk,
No, I'm
right?
talking about just like dancing. Like are you like a dancer?
Yeah, I was in like a couple like I tried to dance. I was in like a I I know it was called Sex and None. I did a couple like different.
'Cause I did my research, so
Yeah, I did a couple of dance teams or whatever. I did some dance teams when I was coming up. We like did Star Quest and stuff like that. I
okay.
did dance teams like practice and stuff. I always play too much. But I did everything literally.
That usually what leads to like, those type of careers when you just been doing everything since a young girl.
Mhm.
So like when I believe you said you started doing music in 2016, right?
Yep.
So like what hit it that year? I know you said you was in the car and you was listening to some music and I think it like just kind of made you want to go to the studio. So like tell me about that.
So what happened was I had just took a loss. Like one thing about me is I be taking losses and they don't be no baby losses
For
neither.
sure.
Them be the ones that make you
Nah.
want you gotta start over.
Yeah.
So I had took a loss, but it was a halfway loss. It wasn't that much. So I was still cool. So one of my big homies pulled up on me and I'm like, hey, I'm about to rap. But I used to play because I was always around the rappers. So I'm like, why don't I try? So on the way, this was kind of like when Dolph was like coming out, he had dropped Preach. I was like, hey, I'm about to rap. So I got on his beat like I was on the way to Benny Hanna's. One of my me and my big homie, we was on our way or whatever to Benny Hanna's and I was writing the rap. When we put up to Benny Hanna's, I'm like, listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. I'm like, y'all like this? And I rapped it and they was like, you just wrote that just now? I was like, yeah, y'all like it? So I'm thinking they pulling my leg for real. I'm thinking they like just trying to like being biased or trying to hype me up. And they was like, nah, that's really hard. So my big homie, he was like, he like, let's go to the studio. But I'm thinking he playing because I was like, nobody never be for real. Like, let's go. So he used to like little music or whatever. He
For sure.
wanted to do it, so he interested in it. He like, let's go then. If you serious, I know some people. Let's go. And we went. We put up on Nutty Buddy. We got in the studio and he recorded. And hey, we went to the strip club that I used to waitress at. And I'm like, he like, listen to this. So he playing it, and they fucking with it. So they like, it's a go. And then now after that, Pretty Kitty got in the club. It was over. That was my first single.
One thing I noticed, no. One thing I noticed, like your city definitely holds you down in the clubs. Like I've been through a lot of clubs and strip clubs, and like heard your music. It's crazy. I didn't even know the song "Freak."
Yeah.
I didn't even know that that was your song until the research that I had to do behind to this interview. I was playing it because I went to Apple Music and I was like, typed in Kittie Red, and that song popped up, and I was making a post for the page, and I heard it, and I'm like, bro, I heard this song everywhere. That's crazy. I never knew that was Kittie Red.
Yes, that's that Kitty
So I'm
Red
like,
track.
dang, like that's a real industry standard. Like I can hear that on the
And
radio and
say it
not
one more
feel like
time. Not just saying,
when I
but
hear it, I don't feel like it's a local song. Like it really feels like
mhm,
something that I could listen to in Atlanta, Miami.
everywhere.
You know what I'm saying?
That's one of my biggest songs, though. I ain't gonna hold you. That is definitely
That
one of my
song
biggest
crazy.
songs.
Like that song, I hear
That
it.
song, go
I
ahead.
think I hear it like every time I go out. I think every time I'm in a club, like it's a good 85-90% chance that they're gonna play
Yeah,
Freak.
shout out to them DJs that's playing my songs. Cause Les, for real, like Freak is definitely one of my biggest songs. That was probably like my third. That was like my third song that I had ever made. So I don't even know what I was doing when I came out with Freak. So that's what make Freak mean so much to me. And it just, I've been through a lot with Freak. So Freak is definitely one of
lot
them
of
ones.
lot of
Learning.
ups and
This
downs and
it's that
learning the
one.
industry and
Mm-hmm.
learning monetizing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure I know how that goes. So I see that you made a lot of trips to Atlanta too before you started making music. You was in Atlanta
Mm-hmm.
networking. Was it dancing that you was doing a lot of?
Never. I didn't start dancing into like I didn't start dancing until I was like, fuck it, I really want to be a rapper. It's just not sweet. I need that bag, that money, and I need that real bag.
So the stripping
So that
was
was the
going fun
funding.
to,
That was because I was
and that's
waitressing.
different too. A lot of girls don't
Yeah.
do that.
See, I was waitressing at Pure Passion West before it shut down. And when Pure Passion West shut down, that's where I was making that bag at. And
For
I'm like,
sure.
fuck, hey, I still need that kind of bag. So I had went east for a little bit, but then I was like, I need more money. Like I need a lot of it. At the time, I'm like, hey, I gotta do this. And I was like clowning. So I feel like I need to keep up with that bag. And music costs, you feel me? Music ain't no poor man
That's
hustle.
one thing for
Like
the
that's what
viewers.
they think
Like
it is. It's not.
the music game is not cheap.
It's not cheap
It's a
at
lot of investments,
all.
it's a lot
It's
of blood,
all our
sweat, and
cart.
tears. It's a lot of blood, sweat,
Hey,
and tears for sure.
so it's like, I was like, I need a bag. I need a real bag. And at first I was scared. I was like, I don't want to dance. I'm too shy for that. I'm too shy. Like I'm lit, but when it comes to certain things, like I be like, I'm too shy for it for real. And there's certain stuff I be like, I ain't doing. So I was like, forget it. I went in there. All my big homies was like, nah, don't go there. I was like, hey, I want to do this rapping shit. So say what you got to. I'm about to bounce his ass. So I went in there and hey, I was making that money and to keep going with that music career for sure.
So spending time down in Atlanta, like what's I think I've heard about you had like different meetings with Ti in the club, and
Yeah.
so how was that?
I kind of really okay. Before I was a rapper, I was going to Atlanta because I was just fascinated with Atlanta. Like it just seemed like
It's a Black Renaissance.
yeah, it's
Like
like you go to Atlanta and it's up. And I just had this thing where I thought like if I go to Atlanta, I'm gonna run into some labels. But this was after I moved down there. But when before I got there, I just didn't know what to do. I'm just a lit bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like so Atlanta was lit, they ain't go to sleep. And it was like it's party at the party and you gonna be around the celebrities. I like being around important people all the time. So that's the place to be. And it's like the step up from that. So I'm like, fuck it, might as well. So when I had went down there, I was going back and forth. I was so like I would go down there for a weekend. Like it ain't enough time in a
nah, for
weekend, so I
sure.
gotta go down there for a week or two. So I started like each time I started going back, and then I was like, "Fuck, I'm about to go to my cousin's house. My cousin lived down there, so I just started going down there and spending out my cousin. Then I moved down there like a couple times. I moved down there with my cousin. I moved down there with my auntie, and then I was like, hey, I was like, I think I'm ready to move down here by myself for real. So I just was like, fucking, I'm leaving. My daddy passed away. I shot out to Atlanta
Sorry to hear that.
for real.
No, that's hard. That's hard. So I know time went on, and you know you started like building your music. What would you label your music? I think like I would call it like more ratchet music. I don't think you make too much like how girls do nowadays. I don't think your music is too intimate. It's not too like raunchy. It's more just like a ratchet, like I'm just lit, like with with your friends, like because I was listening to your song Freaky Tales and I just noticed like it was the opposite. When I heard it, I'm thinking too short, okay, she finna go in here and talk some shit. But it was more like you was talking your shit, but more like, I'm with my bitches, these niggas are lit, just coming, like just ratchet shit, like, slide some shit you should slide in, you know what I'm saying? So like just let them know like what separates you from a lot of female rappers.
My thing is with my music is I ain't I'm a rapper because it's like we live that kind of lifestyle. We was living that kind of lifestyle before I started rapping. So when I started rapping, like it just was like we really just rapping like how I would be chopping it up with my people. You feel me? So it's like our story really like that. So when it's not really. I'm a feeling rapper. So I'm rapping what I'm feeling, but we living like that. So
Nah, for
it's like
sure.
natural. So it's like I don't really feel like fuck a nigga, but I do feel like fuck a fuck nigga. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't leaks to me because my daddy was the shit. So I just respect real shit. So it's like when I'm rapping about these niggas, I don't really gotta be like, give me some money because a real nigga gonna handle that. I'm not no motherfucking prostitute. I'm not fucking you because I need money. I'm fucking you because I like you and we gonna be something or we ain't. And I'm gonna find that out in due time.
Now speaking on your situations with men, I was listening to your song Struggle. That's a nice song too. I like it. So I'm listening to the song Struggle, and one of your lyrics was saying how you said your baby daddy started hating, felt like he was hating on you once you started like coming up. So like, was that a real situation? Was that just a bar? Like, tell us about that.
I'm gonna say this, and I don't want to speak. I'm gonna speak on my situation, but I'm not speaking on any a baby daddy. You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying in general, like that's a bar, but it's also kind of like when I say hating, I feel like when I say hate me now, it's like it just seemed like once, and this ain't just for no specific person. I say to say it's a reason, but I'm like I personally felt like once you with a significant other and you a rapper or whatever, it seemed like sometimes they hate you for being who you are, but they really love you, you feel me? But they hate you for being who you are and what you gotta do when it come to that. So it take a strong motherfucker to love you through that rapping shit. So it just was like when I was trying to be up and coming, I was just outside, it's just like, fuck it, he hate me now. Like it is
Nah,
what
for
it is.
sure.
So that's just like that was really just like a bar, but it was like
So
not
you,
hate on me, but hate me because
so
I'm
you
who I
feel like
am.
he was just more or less hating like the lifestyle that you was living, not more or less like hating on you as far as like you coming up, like he was envious of you.
Nah,
But
it just
but he just hated like how you probably like was just being a little bit different. I mean, shit be different like when you
yeah,
like
when you're a rapper.
yeah.
Yep.
You got
But
you got to do shows and you got different fans and
and it
you got to
wasn't
move different, you know.
it just that was just the name. That's just how I feel about just about people, period. Friends be like that sometimes, niggas, your coworkers, everybody be like that sometimes. So it just was a bar for that for him. You know, not specifically
For
for
sure.
him. It just flowed good. But
For
yeah.
sure. For sure. So you get into the music and
But struggle was my shit. I ain't gonna hold you. That song real as hell. But keep going.
yeah,
I
I
cry to that
listened to
song
it. You did.
sometimes. I ain't
I ain't
gonna
gonna lie,
hold you
man.
on
I
a
ain't gonna
good
lie.
day.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I definitely bumped that. I definitely bumped that song. I bumped like 3 songs on the way here. I was just vibing.
Yeah.
But so look, we gotta get into it. So
Okay.
I am a fan of Sexy Red.
Okay.
I'm sure that you probably don't too much bother about that. So
Mhm. I ain't hear
I
that.
knew that this was just gonna be just so interesting for me because once I seen like how it blow up and stuff like that, I always knew like, man, this is gonna blow up because this is the type of stuff that people want to see. People want to
Mhm.
see that raunchy girl,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's kind of like what's stalling Glorilla and certain females because they get the fame, but people don't want to see you act famous or be famous. People want you to still be that same girl from the
Mhm.
hood, from the trenches, and
Facts for sure.
keep the same qualities that you started with.
Yeah.
So, where did the whole comparison start? Where did it like just where did it start at?
Okay, so for one, like I don't care who's a fan of Sexy Red. I like music, period. So I'm not really like it's a couple of rappers that I personally don't care for, but I like their music. So it's not, you know what I'm saying? Sexy Red really not a she really not nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? It's not a thing for me. The city made it a thing because of the comparison. But see, at the end of the day, I'm a real bitch. And when I say that, I'm saying is like, I don't give a fuck what the next person is doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud to see anybody that come from where I'm coming from make it out. You feel me? That be the blessing to me. I don't compare me to nobody. You feel me? I see that shit and it make me go harder. Like, look, this bitch that I feel like we was, you feel me, neck to neck to, and she just came up, that means I'm next. You feel me? That's how I looked at it.
Sure.
So a lot of people was on that shit like, Sexyy Red took her style. Sexyy Red took her look. Okay, so personally, I know who Sexyy Red is. You feel me? Back in the day, this is how I know Sexyy Red because of that. People did say, you know what I'm saying, that she remind. This is how I got onto her back when I found out about her, which is like 2018, some shit like that. So, I don't. That's how I know her. Like I didn't know. How would I know her?
Just for the viewers, this is way before she even got on.
This is before she got on. This is back when she had some video out that looked close. Okay, so I had Trapping in My Vans and she had another video. I think it's Chicken. I don't know. I can't remember, but this is the video where everybody was like, we was similar because we both had shot that video around the same time. So I was like, damn, that video do look like my shit, woo woo. So I'm like, I'm gonna tap in with her. You feel me? Because she was from St. Louis, and I know I was going down there to St. Louis for shows and shit, like for like a Def Jam thing. I had went down there for just a couple of shows. So and I think that radio station was fucking with Struggle, if I'm not mistaken. So I was tapping in with her, and we was kind of like cool. We was supposed to do a song together or whatever and everything. But it's just kind of like our time is.
So you was tapping in, y'all was communicating.
Like she was cool, Red. Like Sexyy Red was cool, and like we was cool. Like it wasn't like this my best friend, my cousin. It was like she an artist from.
Y'all know who each other. Yeah. Y'all know about each other.
So I would support some of her stuff. She would support some of my stuff, share each other's stuff, whatever. It wasn't nothing. It was just we similar. Why not? Like we get it. You feel me? So when the city start comparing, you know, everybody catch on shit later on when they blow up. Like when you tapped in, you tapped in. So when she blew up, you know, I'm like, okay, bitch, period. I'm out here in Miami. Like I'm hyped. You feel me? Because I'm like, bitch, I know I'm next. You
it's
feel
another
me?
girl winning, and you know, if
and I
you
know
winning,
that's
you
how
know
it goes.
you up
You feel
next.
me? That's how it goes. So I'm like, okay, it's getting closer and closer. So then the city started, you know, feeling like, oh, she took her style. And then some people was just like, you know, they like me better or they like Sexyy better. That's just what fans do. You feel me? So I let the fans do their thing. But then it became a thing. Like a post went viral. Like Dave Hicks uploaded a post. And he was like, Sexyy Red took his mic up. That's his opinion. You feel me? Like I felt like some of the shit she was doing, I'm like, hold on, this shit similar as hell. You feel me? Like I know personally this is similar, but ain't no shade, you feel me? Because that just mean that my shit gonna go crazy because I know how I'm coming. So they take it like, fuck that, Kitty need to be on. You feel me? And so I chimed in like, I think that's dope. That's how y'all feel, but I'm not on because the city not backing me like they should. I got love and supporting fans, but if y'all push me, and then I also kind of ain't ran into the right people neither. You feel me? To give me the extra umph. You feel me? I'm already umping. You know what I'm saying? But I need that umph. Sure. So it's like with Sexyy Red, she basically just kind of like the post went viral. It started becoming a Naptown versus St. Louis thing, and I'm like, oh my god! But what was crazy was St. Louis was riding for they bitch. You know what I'm saying? That time was on them. Half of the motherfuckers that love me was on there like, nah, y'all got Kitty fucked up. And then half in that town on there like, we team Sexyy Red. And I'm like, but all St. Louis riding for her. You feel me? I was just like, that's my point. You see why I ain't made it? You see what I'm saying? It's 50-50 over here. It's 100% over there. And that was the difference. So it went so viral to the point to where Sexyy Red said something. I don't dick ride, I don't ride coattails. I ain't trying to come up. I'm no another motherfucker. I want to do that shit because I can do it. You feel me? This bitch, she got on there talking about I'm a loser. And she, instead of her just either ignoring it or like, nah, you feel me? She cool. Like, just whatever a real bitch would say. You feel me? That's how I thought of her. You feel me? Like, she a real bitch. She either A, ain't gonna respond or she gonna brush. You know what I'm saying? It ain't shit. You feel me? Like, I was feeling. But when she got on there, like, I'm just mad because she made it before me and I'm a loser and all that, she ain't put a name on it for sure. But if you know, you know. And I just was kind of like, damn, bitch, that's the way you gonna go about it. Because I was fucking with your movement. I ain't give a fuck how you made it. You made it. You feel me? You did what you had to do. I'm going to do what I got to do. Sure. So they turned that shit around. And I just was like, real shit is rare. And that shit went right there for me. So I ain't like her comment. And it's just like they try to make it seem like I'm still in this girl look. I'm older. You feel me? And I don't look like no bitch. or act like one. And I'm not that kind of ratchet. You feel me? I'm ratchet, but I'm half a classy, half a ratchet, mixed with bougie, mixed with all that. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't no one way ass bitch at all.
For sure. That's gonna be a dope clip right there. So
Not for real.
no, so that's just real, man, cause like just like looking over from what I see and just not like knowing the facts of like y'all like spoke and had conversations,
Mhm.
it puts you in that room because a lot of people couldn't even have that conversation. A lot of people get ignored by celebrities. A lot of people don't even get responses.
Yeah.
So just for you to even have conversations, like it's not one of the situations for the viewers like, oh, I'm just, out here doing stuff and I think she know, but like I've really had conversations with this girl. Like this girl's she knows me. And it's to the point where it ruffled her feathers to the point she had to make her own comment when she could have just been a woman and just left it alone.
Yeah, because she know I ain't copying her, and I don't give. And whatever she's doing that's similar to me, we don't look alike, so we're not the same. We got the same. We probably got the same kind of vibe because
That's
I
what
feel
it
like she
is.
was
It's
a
the
real
vibe.
bitch.
It's the
You know what I'm
vibe.
saying? If you a real bitch, a lot of real bitches are like kind of like just one kind of way. And when I say real, I'm just saying like who you are. That's all real is. It's who you are.
Now, since the Sexy Red situation, are you more like reserved on your like putting out styles that you might want to come up with, or are you more reserved with your music, seeing that just like how people like get flattered and there's a lot of imitation in the music industry, and like you just a different person than like a lot of different artists in the city. Do you feel like you gotta like be more reserved with your stuff? Like, are you as open as you used to be, or are you more reserved now?
Nah, I feel like I'm grown for sure. Like I can't be out here acting like no kid because that's what's hot. I don't do that. I'm grown. Like the grown motherfuckers is gonna like me. Hell, all the kids love me. You know what
Sure.
I'm saying? So it's like I'm really I'm everything to my family. So you feel me? I can be everything to the streets. But the reason why I say that is because like my music, like I'm not I twerk, but I gotta reserve twerk. Like I don't do the most when I'm
Sure.
twerking. Like you just gotta like fuck with me to fuck with me. You know
No,
what
for
I mean?
sure.
Like so I'm not really here like trying to like please everybody, but the few people that do love me, they gonna love me. If I can say that. So
No,
I'm
for sure.
reserved, but I'm lit too. Like we having fun when it's time to have fun for sure. For sure. But I ain't gotta do the most to have fun. But I'm definitely gonna clown on a good night. Ain't no
So,
limits, but it's a limit, you know?
one question I did want to ask: do you feel like the same thing the city you call it riding? Do you feel like the same thing the city rides you or kind of like puts you off for? They praise Sexy Red or a different rapper. Like, do you feel like they just kind of like give you the flakes and then it's cool for them, but it's fuck you, like one of those things?
That was the argument. Like that's why I used to like go crazy. Like I used to thought I was crazy too, because I used to go live talking crazy, and I used to be like, "Nah, this how I feel. Y'all got the game in shades." Like I feel like everybody had me fucked up at one point in time, and I had to learn like how to not tell everybody that they got me fucked up, because I'm one of them people that be like, "No, you really got me fucked up," and I'm saying it straight like that, and it's like that's rude. So I had to learn how to use my words, but I feel like for sure they'll let the next person blow up off of the same thing that I'm doing before they let me do it. And when I say they, I'm saying the people who have the power to boost somebody up. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
And I'm talking about the ones that got platforms that they know that, they should be inviting me to, you know what I'm saying, and things that they know would like help. But that's another thing. That's too much like right, and that's unity. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't common in that town. So that's why I don't take it personal. But that is for sure what be going on. They'll ride the same the bitch could be named Kitty Blue and she's gonna blow up before me out of that. Just because it's just not me. You know what I mean? Like
No,
that's
for
just what
sure.
it is. They know me. Cause they know me. So it's that everybody think they know me. So that's what it is.
Speaking of everybody thinking they know you, we do this with everybody that comes on our show.
Okay.
We call it basically just asking whoever we have. So today we got Kittie Red with us. So you want to ask Kitty? Some of our viewers sent us some decent little questions. So you
What
know,
going son?
nothing too crazy. We about to
What
get
going?
into it. Kind of mild first. So somebody says, ask her to name some of her best features.
Like on me as a person?
Yeah, probably as a person, yeah.
I think I got a beautiful spirit. I just love my spirit because it's free. It's me.
That's cool.
I love my spirit. I think that I got a gift for understanding. That's a good feature to have in life. You're gonna make it far. So I feel like I got a good gift for understanding. And I just feel like I'm pretty, you know.
You are, you beautiful.
I'm pretty. I think I'm pretty. My daddy said I was pretty, so I'm pretty. My mama too.
So somebody asked if they DM'd you, would you say yes if they asked you out? So basically, is the DMs open? Are you
No. Don't DM me anyway. I don't meet people off the internet. That is not. I think you a ghost for real. You could be fake as hell. You could be a fucking 70-year-old. One of them. No, I don't talk to. I mean, you could DM me. I do see my DMs, but if you DM me, you better off talking about business, something that got something to do with going up. You feel me?
No,
like
for
if it
sure.
ain't got nothing to do with us going up, go ahead and keep that. I'm not looking for love in no DMs or no. I'm not looking to be fucked out of my DMs. I'm not looking for nothing. You gotta meet me in real life for me to know you a real person. For real.
Okay.
But no.
Somebody said, do you have trust issues?
No. I didn't grow up off of survival. I grew up off love. So my daddy and my mama, like everybody around me and my family, they love me. Like trust issues is for scary people. You know what I mean? Like you gotta keep on living no matter what. Leave them trust issues come when you don't know how to identify them problems.
For sure.
I know where motherfucker had me fucked up at. And if you think I'm gonna let the next month, but I'm just saying, like, trust issues don't bother
me. So you look
me.
crazy too, huh?
I ain't crazy. I just know what it is. I know what it is.
Has anybody
I'm
ever said
psychiatrist.
Has anybody ever just said like you was crazy before?
They try to play me like I'm crazy.
Okay.
And I be like, yup, I am. Fuck it.
Okay.
Quit playing with me.
Okay. Somebody asked something juicy. I was waiting for the juice, man.
Okay.
I live for that. But
let me say one thing.
So they said, ask her, does she have a pretty kitty?
That's my brand. That's my brand. When you think that brand, I'm just saying.
So is that Pretty Kitty Entertainment?
Only people.
Speak on that.
Pretty Kitty ENT? Yeah. Okay, so Pretty Kitty ENT is definitely for the pretty bitches and the pretty kitty bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, it definitely is. And that brand matters because I understand now. Like, I was like, why people ain't letting their kids wear my brand? So I'm like, okay, that's why. But Pretty Kitty definitely represents the bitches with the good coochie, not Sukiyana vibes, though. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with her, though. But Pretty Kitty is just for the, like, pretty bitches that really are pretty, and it don't got nothing to do with a look. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Pretty is all of the above. But yeah, you gotta have a pretty kitty for sure.
For sure. So somebody that's different. What's your least favorite position?
What's my least?
You just
I just hate it.
Like just last resort.
This is crazy. I don't want to say I hate it, but I don't like missionary. I hate
like
it.
all that face contact.
Get off of me. Let's turn up. But it's like, but I do like missionary. You know what I'm saying? But I would be like, we can end like that or something. I don't know.
So you more like raunchy. You like just getting dog from the back.
Nah, I just like having fun. Like it's so many ways to have fun. But I don't want to just. I like that way though, cause like it's intimate. You know what I mean? It's intimate. So when I'm doing that, we better be being intimate then. Cause I feel like missionary gotta be it's a real position.
Yeah, it's like when you making love to somebody.
Yeah, you gotta be making love when you missionary. So if we not about to make love, then don't be trying to missionary me. You know what I mean?
That's when you start, and then that's when you start getting crazy.
No, I don't act crazy off shit like that. I don't act crazy off shit.
So what's like one of your biggest turn-ons?
My biggest turn-ons is somebody who is secure within themselves. It turns me the fuck on when you already know, like, what? You already know. It ain't shit to talk about. You already know. You feel me? If I don't know, you gonna let a motherfucker know. So yeah, when you secure as fuck. I love secure.
So what's the most exotic place, like the freakiest place you've ever had sex, like out of town?
Next question. Next question. Next question.
Let's see. Somebody said, are you talking to someone?
Yes, yep, I am. I just had a baby.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you,
Let's get into that. So, was that your first or?
No, I got 3 babies.
Okay.
And I got all boys, and
All
I am
boys.
very proud of them because they are the shit.
So, take us through like that first pregnancy. Like, what was it like just being a mother for the first time?
It was crazy because I was really a mama. Like, it was one of them things like, look at me, I was supposed to be the auntie, the rich auntie. But I did that a long time ago. My baby is the baby OG himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. But my baby, he when I first had my first child, I knew, like, I didn't know if I knew how to love, so I knew I was loved. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, I gotta be like how my parents was for me. That's crazy. That's responsibility as fuck. So it's just kind of like the only thing I wondered was I gonna always be able to love them like my daddy and my mama love me. And I know that shit's not always peaches and creams, but no matter what, I was always loved. I could mess up, I could do right. I'm loved both ways. You know what I mean? Like, my mama was a little tough, my daddy was understanding. So it just made me like who I am. So I just understood that as a parent, you gotta know how to unconditionally love your child, and you gotta have patience. So my son taught me patience, and he made me go hard, but I was young too, so I still wanted to have fun. So my first baby is my best friend. We went through too much. We went through so much. We went through so much.
Y'all grew together.
Yeah, we grew together. He learned me, I learned him, and we get it now. We get it now for sure.
Okay. So, are you a pleaser or do you like getting pleased?
I'm a pleaser. I want to say I'm a pleaser, but I like getting pleased too. Like, every now and again, you could try to vote. But I'm really like a pleaser. Like, I like putting smiles on people's faces. I like putting smiles on the face.
So, like in the bedroom, are you more submissive or are you like to really like? You seem like you just like to take control of somebody.
I am shy as fuck. But once we once we there, it's there, and I like doing my best job. So hey, I aim to win. So I ain't gonna fuck up.
Now, quick question, because I'm not too much into the gold teeth culture. Like, tell us
Okay.
about that. Like, are those permanent?
Yeah, they permanent.
So they permanent, so they don't come out.
They don't come out.
So, quick question. When you first got your teeth, like, what? Tell us just about the history. Like, I know that's like a Naptown thing. Yeah. So, but what made you get those? Because my co-host, shout out to my homie Cap, he actually wanted me to ask you what made you get the teeth that you got with the golds.
Okay, like, when we was real little, like, my little sister, she was so funny. Like, okay, let me say this. This go all the way back to my mama. My mama had a gold tooth, and she had a gold tooth like in the front. My mama used to have this gold tooth. By the time I'd be like, my mama got a gold tooth, and then back then they had like these little ones you could just snap on your tooth or whatever.
Right.
So I used to, like, my mama would buy some and stuff, and I used to like take them and try to put them on. So my sister had one time she went and got her some. She went and got her just like this. She had some. This was back when we was real little, like, playing too much. And I was just like, fuck it. When I got older, I had like, a couple people around me had got them. And I was like, I want some, but they had cost like a little bit of money. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna get me some my next bag. So I had rode with one of my peoples, and we went out, and I was like, fuck it, I'm about to get them. And I thought I was gonna look good. Do I look good? No, I'm just saying, but I thought I was gonna look good with them. So it was just a pretty feature for me. Somebody be like, take it out.
You seem like a real like flashy. That's cool. Like, you more like you like to put it on and like show it. So, like, I gotta ask this question. This is a super serious question.
Okay.
Like, when you be intimate, are you like the type of girl that like to keep your jewelry on?
Listen.
Cause you flexing today, like you real icy today.
Nah,
So like, you got two nose piercings.
Yeah, I got all the piercings.
Yeah, you flexed up. The rings, you shining, baby. So I just want
Yeah,
to know, like,
I don't take them off. I ain't gonna take it off.
yeah.
I ain't gonna take it off. I ain't gonna take my
It'll be a
jewelry off.
lot.
It's
You gotta
cute.
pop.
It's cute. I don't take none of my
pop.
piercings out except for when I'm buying new ones. I don't take none of my piercings out unless I'm buying new ones. But I stay buying new nose rings. My fiance had bought me these.
Nah, look, I just want to know too, because the gold teeth is just really intriguing. So, like, when you with someone and, like, y'all in that situation and whatnot, does the gold teeth? Have you ever had a man ever just kind of like cautious about the teeth with the oral thing, or was it never just like never a problem because they permanent? So I know me would probably just be just like even if it's just like a joke, like you know them things though. Scrappy scrape do that.
Nah, I had took them out. I said took them out. One of my ghosts had came out. I just went back and got them like redone over like this within this last little like year or two because I've been had them.
Mind you, like where I'm from, like
yeah,
you don't see it at like when I came out here. I think you was probably the first females I ever seen with it. And I couldn't stop talking about it. Like I'm
gonna say this. My teeth are little, so they don't get in the way of me at all. I don't have the teeth problems. You know what I'm saying? I don't got the big teeth but so my ghost is little. It ain't too much. You know what I mean? So I've never had nobody be like, I don't want to talk to you. You got them ghosts. Most people always be like, I like them ghosts. And then they probably don't expect to see it on me neither. So it just be like, look at her with them ghosts. Who the fuck is that? So then I be like, I'm from Naptown. They be like, ain't she country? So I never really had nobody say they ain't like them. But hey, hey, I don't know.
Now, quick question before we get up out of here. Do you have any female artists that you like in the city, like listening to?
Female artists that I like listening to. I like people's songs. Like it's a couple songs. Like it is a couple female artists. I'm actually trying to like tap in and hear, but so far the ones that like I like Henny got a song that I listen to that I like. Jay Hayes got songs. You know, like Paris got a couple songs too. Shot Class got a couple songs. Like all the girls that be coming up, like Lady Free, she had a song that I fucked with before I was even rapping. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple of different girls. Like it's even new girls that I done seen. Like I can't remember all their names, but like it's a couple of new I ain't even gonna say the names because I might mess them up or whatever. But I do listen. I have heard their music, and I'm trying to like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still getting my shit together, but it is a couple of artists that, you know, once I get what I'm trying to do going, I'ma definitely reach out because we got some pretty bitches in that's doing their thing. So yeah.
Now I want to know, are you open in the future to working with Sexyy Red if she was to ever just, you know, like come back to the situation? Because you know people always do come back to situations and kind of like want to hash things out later on in life. Are you open to a collab?
I never not liked Sexyy. I just feel like she let the fans say some. This is why I say this. She didn't have to respond at all, you feel me? Because she could have played that role like, I don't even know that girl, you feel me? I would have respected that versus making me out like I'm some lame ass loser.
For sure,
you feel me? I'm not no lame ass loser. And I personally felt disrespected because I'm like, damn, it's coincidental you say that shit on the same day that they saying what they saying. You know what I mean? So even if you weren't talking about me, everybody felt like you was talking about me. And that was a big thing because I'm somebody in my city. You know what I mean? So my fans like, look at like y'all got her fucked up. You know what I mean? It made it a thing. But then like literally right after that, they did the same thing with Sexyy and Miss Mulatto with the True Religion shit, and she cleared that in the air, and she was like fucking with Mulatto. So I'm like, damn, you only feel like that about me because I ain't made it yet. You feel me? I'm still a motherfucker on the way. You know what I mean? So I just felt like that wasn't real. You feel me? But as far as us doing music, we was already supposed to do a song. We just never got around to it. You know what I'm saying? So I just was like, it is what it is. I really don't care.
So it's basically like it wouldn't really be too much to just kind of like revisit that, but you are open to that. So I think that's probably the last question. What's next for Kittii Red?
I'm about to pop my shit, and I'm about to do it back to back on their ass because they swear I be stopping rapping, and I'm like, I never stop rapping. It's just y'all don't know what it takes to push. You feel me? And when I'm trying to push one song, y'all like, she a one hit. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm trying to push all the songs. Y'all like, get to one song. So I'm just like, fuck it. I'm about to just do what I know good and keep going. So I'm pushing. I'm about to drop a couple videos. I got a song called Piss I'm about to drop. I got a song called Piss. I dropped Yummy while I was pregnant. I'm just about to be outside.
And shout out to the pregnancy. You definitely killed that pregnancy for sure. You definitely killed your pregnancy too. Like,
thank you.
It was flawless. So
I wish I could see what I made. See, I swear my little boys is so adorable. But yes,
shout out to the babies, man. So let them know where they can follow you at.
Y'all can follow me everywhere. It's Kittii Red, KITTIIRED. I'm on everything. And if you know, Pussycat Kitty.
Pussycat Kitty, man. Welcome to the Scam League. Reaper Mode 5, Kittii Red. We out.
Yep. Yeah.